Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Adam. We're back at it again with another video. Today we're going to be blanching some beans, pulling some chicken, and defrosting some noodles. That's so exciting. On a scale from 1 to 10, I would rate it as like a 5.5. Alright, so what we're doing now is we're going to be cutting both ends of the beans off, but make sure you don't cut too much, you know. So we just got to go like that. Boom. Professional like, right? And then what you gotta do is very professionally flip it over, you know, just like a natural professional. And then you cut the other sides off like that, and then you can just scoot it away. Oh, get that one, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Holmes? Okay, then once we cut all of the beans, we're gonna be throwing it in some olive oil, some garlic salt, and Parmesan grated cheese. The reason that we use Parmesan grated cheese is because it'll stick to the beans better. And you know what? If you want to be a total Tasmanian devil, you can just put a little bit of grated cheese on there too. Okay, now that our water is boiling and we have all of our greens being cut, make sure that you get like a handful, depending on the size of your pot, because you don't want to burn yourself or make your pot overflow. So once it's boiling and you're ready, just plop a couple in there and don't burn yourself, alright? Because if you do, I don't want to get sued. Now, once you get your beans in the pot, keep it in there for 3 to 5 minutes and just watch for like a dark color change. And once you're ready to take it out, make sure that you very, very quickly take it to a bowl full of ice so it shocks it. So the cooking stops and you'll be able to keep it in your fridge for a day and a half before they go bad. And it'll keep that nice crunchiness before, you know, your time is up. Amen? Oh, by the way, we gotta put ice water. Alright, amen. Tune back in once we're ready. Okay, so it has not even been 3 to 5 minutes. It just changed really fast. So now what you want to do is you kind of want to hurry so it doesn't keep cooking. So first, safety is always a priority. Turn off your boiler and then pick it up by the handle because you don't want to pick it up by the pot. Then you be very careful and you bring it over to a strainer, right? Yeah, and then you just pour all the water and green beans into there. Make sure that you don't splash yourself or miss it for the green beans. See, all empty. Now, then what you want to do, you want to make sure it's not too hot, and then very quickly put it in the ice water so that it shocks it and stops the cooking so that they'll stay nice and green. Maybe stir it up a bit too, you know, so it all gets in there, gets shocked, gets nice and good. And then you have a day and a half before they go bad and they're not crispy and nice anymore. So you don't even have to soak them in the water that long. Maybe put some salt in it, which we didn't do. It'll just add a little bit more flavor. And the way you can tell is you just go, snap, perfect. All right, it's amazing. So now just get some big Asian sticks and then just put your noodles in a bowl, your green noodles.
You mean green beans?
Yep, sure, whatever. I've heard it differently all across the world, you know, tomato, tomato. Alright, so once you get them all in there, then you go over to the fridge, which I've only got like a couple more green beans left. If I can get them, you know what I'm saying, Holmes? Right? Right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Alright, now let's bring it over to the fridge. And make sure that you've got a spot ready, maybe while you're cooking or something. And then put it right next to your jam because it just adds a little bit of that sweet and sour flavor, you know? It's amazing. Okay, so then what we did next with our green beans, now in the fridge next to our jam, we took our chicken out that we have been crock potting for about like 6 hours or something, maybe a little more. And when we opened it, it did a whole Doctor Strange like that. So if it doesn't do that, you basically did it wrong. So just go to culinary school. I can't help you. And then basically just slightly tear it apart, you know. And when you pull it out of the crock pot, make sure you don't burn yourself, because I don't want to get sued, all right? I'm only 14. I'm here to make a living, you know. Got to pay the bill somehow. So once you got your first chicken teared up, we usually put like 3 chickens in there for a pretty decently big sized batch. If you've got kids or siblings or something, or dinner coming up, this is a good meal for a dinner coming up, you know. Maybe Thanksgiving, who knows? It's right around the corner, probably. Alright, so as you can see, we've got one of our chickens shredded, and I'm opening it again. It did another little Doctor Strange. So then take it out. Make sure you don't burn yourself. I don't want to get sued. I've already said that like 7 times. That's still funny. Alright, and then you just take it out. Let the last one soak in there. If it's dry, whatever. Get through it. Be a big kid, you know? And then just tear it apart again for our chicken and noodles, because it'd be very good, very good. I really, 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 really like chicken noodles. And then now we've got our noodles boiling, and we're gonna start with our green beans, because we're gonna eat those with mashed potatoes and noodles and chicken. So what you want to do is you want to get your pan nice and ready and hot, and you want to get a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of oil, right? Not the stuff you put in your car. I learned that the hard way. And then you just dump it in there, you go boop, you know, just naturally. And it should go pretty quick. Once it melts, then you put your beans in there, and then you just stir it around for a second, and you put the top on, right, for about 2 minutes. And then we'll just tune back in with you once we're ready to do that. Okay, we've got our butter and olive oil ready and hot. So now what you want to do is you want to get your green beans, your nice and chilled, set next to jelly green beans, you know, and just put them right on in there. And if you hear a sizzle, then you basically messed up like us. Just kidding. Don't take my word for advice. So then just sort of stir it around, get it on the butter and stuff, and then you just put a lid on for 2 minutes. Then you stir and put the garlic in there. Okay, now that we have our thing been cooking for about 2 minutes, we want to open up the lid, stir it a little bit, you know, just a little bit, and then you get your garlic or your minced garlic, and you just want to put it right in the middle so you can let it cook. I did not have a green beans around that, which you should have had. And then, and then you stir it. Yep. You got to stir it quite a bit so it gets nice and layered onto all of them, you know. And then, once you're done stirring it, you just want to check the consistency of one of the green beans. You can cook it for like 10 more minutes if you don't think it's good enough. So, let me just try this very hot, but perfect. So, I like it. I'm going to keep it like that, and we're going to pull it out, but you can keep cooking it for like 10 more minutes. Right? Now, since you cooked your green beans to your liking, ouch, that kind of hurt. You just want to put it in a bowl so you can, I forget the word. Shoot. I don't know. Just mix it, all of your flavors up. So once you get all of your green beans, come on, let me get my green beans, please. In there to how you like it. Yep. Just try not to make too big of a mess with me. I'm only 14, it's okay. Yep, okay, that's good. So then you just... Okay, now, what you want to do is you want to get some of your dried cheese. Yep. And
Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan cheese. You want to get your Parmesan cheese, put it in there, and then you also want to get your grated Parmesan cheese, like which you put on paschetti and stuff. And you just want to put a little in there, you know, just like that much. Might have been a lot. It's fine. And then you just want to stir it all together with your tongs. Inside joke. To how you like it. Make sure that it's not messy. Get it all on all of them, so you like the flavor. And then you just want to taste one, you know? Ooh, hot, slippery. Muchos buenos. Very good. Oh man. So, I've only had a couple of bites, let me be honest, but in those couple of bites, I've had a couple bites of heaven. It's so good. These noodles are perfect. The shredded chicken is perfect because of me. And the green beans are honestly just amazing. I love it. I totally recommend this recipe to you, and if you have any time to try it, it's perfect. You should definitely try it sometime. That's the Adam Show. Over and out. See me in another 2 years. Hopefully not.